Okay, hi everybody. Wow, are we ever cooking up a storm tonight? That's Davy Baby spinning the vinyl. All right, it's a dance party tonight. Okay, too bad we couldn't do Talk Fusion because John and I worked on it all day, and we just had we were so close to having that whole platform ready. And but anyways, we're hoping that we'll have it ready for Gary Cleveland's webinar tomorrow night. Don't miss that one. That's on asset protection. And I'm telling you, we're going to come in. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, here's the scoop. Okay, and for Jan, here's the deal. Okay, this is it. For the new program, okay, it's going to benefit everybody, okay, to learn about asset protection and to watch the last two asset protection webinars because they're on Nevada C Corps and they're on IBCs, which is offshore. Now, we're not going to get into too much about the new program, but we're working hard at it. It's something really that I guess isn't really out there. It's going to be exclusive to the peeps, and I think you're all going to really like it. Okay? Now, we got lots to talk about tonight. Lots happening. Now, if anybody hears the sirens, the bomb sirens go off, we're giving out helmets and flak jackets. Okay, just run for your lives. I'm telling you, I've never seen so many programs go down all at once. But I guess that's the times, and so Jampa, I need one. Okay, Jampa, listen, don't worry. I'm telling you right now, we got a lot of good things cooking with our own program. And we have some other ones in the meantime that is going to pay the bills, but it's not that we're going to stop looking or anything for some good ones. But we're kind of really pushing to get our in-house program up as soon as we can. Okay, so anyways, yeah. So that's the scoop there. Now, just one other thing I wanted to say. Ricky was mentioning, this is all going to tie together, so just be patient, okay? Ricky was telling me about this, this more or less documentary or tape called The Secret. Well, I saw The Secret about a year ago or whatnot, and I've always downloaded my stuff, and whether it's movies or anything, and get them pretty early. But, so Ricky spread it around a couple of people, and they were starting to become aware of things that are happening around them. Well, anyways, just to tie this in together, we had an idea. Ricky was saying, why don't you put the link, okay, why don't you put the link on your website? Well, first of all, can't do that because these are copywritten products, and if we just put the link on for anybody to grab it, we're going to be in hot water. But what John, our webmaster, has done, and we were just looking for something to test it with, is that we set up a whole process or program in the back office. It's not for your eyes yet, but we set up a whole process where we could actually, where you can become an affiliate. You have something that you want to promote, you want to sell, you want to do something. We got sort of like something going on like a store or whatnot. So what we were going to do is that, Ricky wants to be an affiliate or whatnot. We would put on the site and a page and put on like this secret's available at such and such a place, an online store. You can get it. There'd be commissions for it given to the person that sold it, and all the rest of that stuff. Because when you start getting your money from Daily Profit Always or from the in-house program, there's going to be lots of things on there if you want to go buy them or not. It's not our idea that that's the direction that we were going, but we thought just in case we want to get sort of like some kind of affiliate thing or whatnot going, we wanted to have it in the back office. So anyway, so we might test it out with Ricky's little tape called The Secret. A lot of you have already seen it. Those who haven't, it's about laws of attraction. Anyways, they work. Believe me, they work. Okay. Anyway, so that's something there. Now, let me get my little sheet out here, my little cheat sheet. Okay, speaking of crooks, okay, because I got hacked, still don't have some of my programs. Okay, Steve's going to sell hamburgers. Okay, I think that was Wimpy. Didn't he sell that with Popeye and Brutus and all the rest? Can I have a hamburger today? Anyway, okay, so still don't have some of my programs back because we've had to freeze them because of the hacker and that, but we're heading towards that direction and that, but it's been a lesson well taught. But I wanted to just say, I don't know if everybody saw it or not, we're talking, first of all, Liberty Reserve. We all know that Liberty Reserve harbors all kinds of hackers. Okay, if there's any scammers out there, they gravitate to Liberty Reserve. If you don't need to use it, don't use it. Okay, now this isn't a surprise either, but Perfect Money, okay, there have been numerous reports in Perfect Money that they've just gone in and taken people's money. And they haven't had to justify it or anything. They close people's accounts. They take their money. It's going rampant right now. So if you got anything in Perfect Money, make sure it's not a lot. Get out your money out of there and choose another processor. Okay? That for sure. Now, okay. Now, we've had some people asking us what's our status on our #1 program because they're not getting paid from DPA. That does not mean that they're still not our #1 program. They are our #1 program. I don't care if, how long it's going to take Rick to recover and everything. And I'm not going to, bend and fold to people keep saying, oh, we're not getting paid and where's our money and it's a scam and it's this and that. It's not whatsoever. Okay, I like everyone that's complaining. I want you all to go into the hospital. I want you all to get a surgeon to open up your chest. Okay, fiddle around with your arteries and all the rest there and put in some stents and some tubes and whatnot. And then you come back, okay? And we'll see how long it's going to take you also to get better. Now, listen, they wouldn't be still around saying what they're saying if they had intent of leaving. You have to understand that, It's like, why bother? Okay, if it's me, it's like, okay, I get on and say, okay, everyone, I made my million, goodbye, I'm gone. Okay, and that's it. And but that's not me, but I'm saying that's not Rick either. Okay, so let's just be patient. I hate coming back to this, but anyways. Now, Kathy, this is something that I was discussing with Donna. We've had some more security breaches, okay, and we're going up a level. Okay, we're taking another step here, Kathy, I think you already would agree with this or whatever, but it's up to you what you want to do there. We're certainly going to do this in the website. Okay, now you have to come through the website, okay, to get into the Skype rooms now. Okay, you've got to go that access. John, I don't know if you can just throw that link in there, what they need to get to the Skype room or somebody else. But listen, okay, I don't know who it is, okay, yet, okay, but for all the new people that are coming in, and if you're brand new in here, and Kathy's just put you in a room, or Donna, or myself, because we're the only 3 that can do it, and you get approached by 3 people, okay, it's a group call by 3 people, then I want to hear about it. Okay, I definitely want to hear about it because this is what's going on. New people coming in are getting approached either to sign up with them, to join other groups, to join other programs, etc. Okay, so somebody obviously does not have their rightful name, okay, as a member. Okay, and as of today, okay, you've got 2 days to change this. If there's a profile with nothing in it, okay, you're gone. Okay, I don't care. I want to see some meat and potatoes in there that you're a real person. Okay, just don't give us a country and have nothing else. You better have some meat and potatoes in there or else forget it. Because we're just having too many things happen by somebody signing up, giving a fake name, and then bang, we're having things happen. So now you've got to fill out. You've got 2 days to do it, and then that's it. Okay, then I'm sure that we're going to get rid of people in Passive Peeps that way. And if Kathy and Donna adopt that for the Skype room, then we're going to do that also. Okay, so get your profiles done. Okay, in there, or else as we review them and see that we can't find anything about you, you're gone. Okay, we're just getting fed up with all of the stuff that's going on. People just think that it's a free service in here, like it's just a buffet. Let's just line up and let's try this and let's try that. Well, we don't run that way. Okay, and photos. There's Kathy saying, and photos also, folks. Okay, because in today's world, you know, webcams, digital cameras, easy to upload. Take a picture in a mirror. Okay, you don't have to go get, you know, a razzle-dazzle photo, you know, or, you know, whatever. So, okay, so as I said before, John and I were all day trying to get the Talk Fusion going, and we're almost there. So we're going to, if we make the rest of the progress tomorrow, then we're going to, Gary will be our guinea pig. And we will try it tomorrow. If not, tomorrow we'll be also on this same channel, same time. Okay? And, okay, now, we had another incident. I was reading through, now, first of all, I want everybody to understand, I read everything. Okay, even though I'm not on the rooms very often, you know, I get up in the morning, I go down and I get my cereal or whatnot, I get my coffee, I come sit up here and I spend about 45 minutes going through all the posts. And there's a lot of them, okay, that come in. And if I'm busy and I don't get there for a day and a half, I still go back and I read everything. One of the things that Kathy and Donna and all the mods that are helping, they want you to do, don't just jump in and say, okay, I need an update on such and such. You know, if I can do it and spend 45 minutes, you can do it also. Scroll to the top when the last time you were there, read all the updates. Okay, go through, take your time, just don't go zip down to the bottom and say there's nothing there, then get on and start asking questions. Okay, a lot of questions right now about alert to pay. A lot of questions about Win for All, the Golden Path, lots of questions about everything. Okay? Now, one of the other concerns, and it was like a little debate that was going on, etc. There's programs that have gone down. Okay? There's also programs that have changed in a way that we might not be supporting them. Okay? We still support the original program because we all have links in it, but when we say we don't support it, if you have heard me say, okay, just like I'm going to say in every program, I'm going to say, okay, I want everybody try and get as much principle as you can out of that program as you can, okay, then that means there's problems. Okay, we've uncovered something that you know, there's a good chance that there's some more stuff coming down the road. We're talking about JBP to profit clicking. Okay, now, don't know yet. That's one of my accounts that is we put into a deep freeze. You know, and I'm still waiting for certain things to happen. Like we still don't have a support ticket allocation. We're still in beta, so we don't have that support where you can write a ticket. And that's without being a member, because they want that you can write a ticket if you're a member and give your password and that, but mine's frozen. So I can't even write a ticket to say, oh, my account is frozen, and that, because that's what they asked me to do first. Well, I can't do it until they're ready for me. So it's still in that state of mind. But we said before, with profit clicking and JBP, etc., that to get your money, at least your principal out and start taking some profits out of there, etc. The reason being, Okay, they're down to 1% on Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so they dropped again from 1.5% to 1%, 2% during the day, the week. Okay, so what you've got to understand, okay, is that we have better programs than this. So we're not going to stand here and wonder what's going to happen with a program that's made such a transition, and we're not even sure how that's going to unfold. Now, there was a call for who's in certain Skype rooms, can you get us in, and all the rest to find out more. Well, I've been in a Skype room. It's pretty, it's pretty secluded. I don't know if they're at limits or whatnot, but it was like a year ago when I first got in that I got into this room. And it gives me pretty good updates about what's going on and what's happening. Well, there's a lot of talk right now that as far as what you're going to be able to take out, they're talking a bunch of numbers. They're talking about they're talking about 20%. They're talking about $20. They're talking about all kinds of things like that. Like, give me a break. I mean, if you're making good money off of your referrals, or even if you have a lot of ad packs going or whatnot, do you only want to take out $20? Doesn't that remind you of another program that we were in? And they just told us we could only take $30, and then it just stopped. Well, if they're only allowing us to take little tiny bits out, wouldn't you think that there's a problem? Like, let's just use our heads, okay? But I'm just saying, we have a solid program in Fast Cash Mega that gives us 3% daily. They're solid as can be. Okay? Why would you not want 3% daily if you want to settle on 2 and 1% and be unsettled about what's going to happen next? And people, you think that just because they're on a payroll or something, that makes them special, okay, or whatever. No, it doesn't make them special at all. Okay, and I'll tell you right now, because it's gone past now for a couple of weeks since this has happened, that they were actually bounced the payroll. Okay, so go figure. Okay, here's a company that's 3 million people or whatnot, and the payroll bounced. Okay, don't you think that there might be a little problem here? You think that Frederick might have helped himself to a bit too much money or something before he left, or something going on there. But anyway, okay, so anyway, you get the gist. Okay, so we don't want any arguments that we do support, we don't support, or whatever. We all have accounts there. Okay, we will ride the wave for as long as the wave rides, but please get to zero risk. That's all we're saying. So there's no need for debate or argument or anything. It's just for the time that, we ride the wave. Okay, now, I might not buy ad packs, but I have referrals, lots of them, that buy ad packs. Okay, am I going to turn my back on that money? No, I'm not. But if one day it cuts off, I'm going to say, thank you very much. This was a good ride. Okay, put a little bit of money in and made a lot of money. And same with a lot of us here that are on this call. So if you haven't got your principal out and you're not in that group of zero risk, then I think it's a job for you to get to that zero risk, and that's by getting your principal out. Okay, so I think we remain pretty clear on that one. Okay, where are we going from here? Let's get into, now this time I'm not going to shut off the recording. I'm just going to have to edit it, because if I know me, I'm going to forget about it again. Then it's going to take me till 2 in the morning to edit it. And you know what? I got to sit in the dentist chair again. I've been going through all this dentist stuff for about 2 months now, but I have a crown that I'm getting at 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's another hour sitting. And last week, before one of the webinars, I was in the dentist chair for 3 hours. And I'm telling you, I can just feel everybody cringing, like, oh no, 3 hours. Poor baby. Thank you for your concern. Anyway, let's get the screen share, okay? And we'll quit the woe is me for me. Okay? Okay, we don't do Java right now because that's just going to probably crash, so let me do the stretching thing. Okay, so it's we're just going to pretend this is like a 7th inning stretch, and let's just get the passive peep, and you're going to see this just getting bigger and bigger. And we'll just move this down just a little bit. And okay, 7th inning, everybody up and at 'em. Okay, let's go Blue Jays, let's go. Okay, everybody's saying, Dave, what are you on? What are you on, Dave? Okay, say hello to my little friend. Hello. Okay, we gotta have some fun here. Okay. And anybody not smiling? Oh, come on. Really? Okay, you take your job too serious. Okay. Now, this is our website. Okay, now I've already logged in, and this is our Flash. You know, we have like 7 different things that come up here, and they take their turn, and you know, it's all our programs, and you can see there's Fast Cash and Alert to Pay, and there's Profit Clicking, and then there's Bridgeway with Gary Cleveland. That's every Thursday night, and there we are, Passive Peeps. Okay, and okay, so here we are. There's Daily Profit and Wealth for All. And now, what we did, okay, now here's a perfect example. Okay, let me just go to links up here. Okay, David Lockwood links. There we are. Okay, now here's a case where there's a program that just went down the golden path. Now, you know, I'm not happy with that because I know some of the things prior that happened that everybody doesn't know about, nor am I going to say anything, okay? But, you know, I got stuck with 600 and change left in my account. My wife got stuck with over 300 in her account. They say they have some money left that they're going to pay everybody, whatnot. But, you know, if I just get my money out of there, I don't think that's fair. I had 100 subs in there. So, you know, that cost me well over $4,000. And I got nothing really out of it or back. It was just starting to happen, you know, type of thing. And okay, but that's life. Okay, because you might lose it in one program, you make it up in another program. Why not? We're not going to cry over spilt milk because there's nothing that we can do. Okay, we just have to wait, and we're going to see what we get, how much we get, when we get it. And if they want to bring on a new program, they better make sure because of what they're bringing out here. Because I'll tell you right now, okay, they are going to be under the scrutiny and the wrath of Kathy. I wish I had music. Nah, nah, nah. And I tell you, we're just this is serious stuff. I mean, if you're going to take people's money and you're going to promise, and I mean, when they started, they were promising all kinds of stuff. And it was a lifetime, and it was going to last here and there. And, I mean, I'm sorry, but don't give us the excuse of a fracture in the script. Okay? That does not jive with me. Okay? I work with a lot of programmers and all the rest of this stuff. And, yeah, there's hackers. And, yeah, you're going to take a fall and whatnot. But that doesn't mean that you back out and you don't at least try. Now, you know, it's easy enough to go and sit with another programmer and just say, well, it's easier if we just let this one slide and we'll start something over, and to say that we can't fix it or it's going to take us too long or whatever. Well, listen, find some more programmers, work together, get that fixed quick, and get the program right going. So, to me, I don't feel like all the information, and especially from what I know, all the information's come forward. Okay, and that's what really ticks me. Okay, that's my job to protect you, okay, and find out everything what's going on. And it might be a rant right now by me, and I don't really care, okay, who's hearing it or say, Dave, you shouldn't be saying it. I don't care. You know, the point is this, okay, we trusted, we put our money in, we were patient, we went through every stage like everybody else did, only to end up coming out and saying, you know, hey, sorry. The next one will be okay. Or everybody, stick with us. And well, listen, you know, this is a business where, you know, that's all you have. Okay? You've got, you know, your character. You've got your, you know, your word. And that's about it. And, you know, if your integrity lays on the line when you get involved in the internet. And, you know, we're an information link. Okay, we don't have per se a program that we have out there. We have a group of like-minded people. Everybody has the right to give an opinion. Everybody, you know, can say, I don't like this group, or I like this group. I'll stay, I won't stay. You know, that's fine. Move about as freely as you would when you go out to get a jug of milk or whatever you're doing. Okay? We welcome anybody into here, and even in the programs, we give support even if you're not in our downlines or anything like that. Okay? And I'll tell you something. I'll tell you why our program will be in-house in that, because, you know, we're just supporting our Passive Peeps. We don't need to go out there, okay, and we don't need to end up having a big promotion to get like millions of people in here and to one day have it fall apart or whatnot. Okay, we're going to make sure that we're going to make sure that everybody, okay, is taken care of, that everybody is within their means, and you know, and everybody's going to have their money grow for them. Okay, and that's it. And we're not going to have ads out there, and we're not going to promote. We're not going to do a lot of things. And you know, when you decide, or if a new person comes in to decide if, that they're joining Passive Peeps to get into our program, well, they're going to sit there for a bit. Okay, there's going to be a waiting period, a waiting line, and we're going to make sure that whoever's coming in. So again, you'll be under scrutiny, and we're going to make sure that whoever coming in, you know, is someone that fits our mold, okay? And that's a caring individual, okay, that is unconditional in their giving and in their love, okay, and is kind, you know, to all creatures, animals, and other peeps, and the world around them. I mean, simple. It's simple stuff. And, you know, they're not going to come in here just because they're hearing that we're doing well and they want to grab some quick money or anything. We're not going to fly with that, okay? And yes, we do have control over that. And let me tell you something else. We're not using processors, okay? That's one thing we're not doing. Okay, so we're not going to run into the same problems as all the other things, because it's going to be completely different than that. Okay, and no one's going to know about that unless they're in the program. Okay, and there'll be a membership to it in the back office, and you will not get in unless you're a member, and that's going to be it. So, you know, it's going to be, that's the level of security, the level of privacy, and that's going to be it. Okay, so that's my rant. Okay, so we've taken off the links. That's where I was going with with all that. Except it is right here. But John, we had a busy day. But John will take this off, and so nobody else is going to click sign up. If you have banners or if you have anything out there in your Passive Peep, please get rid of it. Take your links off, because you're representing Passive Peeps. And, you know, in this program, and there's no point, because we don't know what's coming. Okay, you can't be signing people to a program that doesn't exist. So you want to go around and make sure that any banners or anything, because if they fund money, you know, I don't think that there'll be a pathway to get it back. So you don't want to be part of that. Okay, so you want to get any kind of advertising or banners or anything that you got out there. You want to get that off. Okay, now, I want to talk about Wealth for All. Okay, now, we're not taking this down yet, okay, at this present time. And first of all, we're going to, Danny has sent out an 11-minute Sunday Go to Meeting report. And, you know, again, I'm not going to rant and rave about that or anything. Basically, all that said in 11 minutes is that your money's there. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, I'm a believer, just like the next person. Okay, and everybody needs to be reminded that, you know, you're blessed with abundance, etc., and you're thankful. Okay, to the big guy in the sky. Now, what I'm saying here is that, okay, let's not. It's good to know that, but let's not cross the lines here, okay? If somebody takes upon an initiative to, make a decision that they're going to just stop a program because of certain things, and then they're going to open up a new program, that's fine by us. Okay? But that's what their decision is. They're the boss of the program, and they're the boss of decisions and all the rest, so we just have to wait. And we will wait, and we'll see how they're going to do this. Now, we're Passive Peeps. That's our name, Passive Peeps. Okay, that represents any kind of program, okay, that has passive in it. They believe, okay, that the days of getting something for nothing is over. Well, there's a lot of programs out there, thousands of them, that are still passive, and as long as they're solid and they have either a product, be it advertising pack, be it whatever, okay, these programs have been under scrutiny years. It's just not all of a sudden they've been under scrutiny. They've been under scrutiny for a long time. So, they're there, and if they're there and we find that they're solid, they have good structure, they have good admin and everything, we're on them like green on bean. Okay? We're on them like a pit bull on a pork chop. Okay? And we'll be there to continue our passive programs. Now, hopefully, and that's, I don't have to hope because I already know what our results are to do with our own program, but we basically, we won't have to be jumping all over the place for programs. Let's put it that way. Okay? The original structure of what's there, etc. The issue is just putting it together. We have the means. It's just putting something together in a way that will be simple, everybody will like, and that's about it. So, but we'll still sit and we'll wait to see what Genesis is about. It looks like it's going to be a store. I don't know for sure. It's going to be total selling, total MLM. Now listen, okay, we don't control anyone here. And if you find that that's your thing, okay, fine, dive in, go there, try to recruit people, try to sell things, try to, do all the promoting on the internet and stuff if that's what you like, if that's what you like to do. We're not saying don't go in, we just prefer to do our business another way. That's all there is to it. Okay? Now, if anyone wants to know what our second program is, number 2, I have to say it's either alert to pay, right here, okay, or it is, just a minute, I don't have it up here. Okay, or it is the World Consumer Alliance, okay, because they are paying like clockwork, and every time that you're buying packs and you're getting paid. You're getting paid like every day. I mean, that right there is a replacement for some income that we lost. And, we also like quick cash ads. That's Tom. And he's done a super job in keeping things moving and going. He offers contest money and all the rest. No different than Alert to Pay. They've got a big $10,000 contest on right now where people can win money, and some of our peeps have won money. So that is really great and super. Okay, well, we're going to talk about World Consumer Alliance. We're going to talk about Quick Cash, Fast Cash Mega, and Alert to Pay. Now, I don't have to tell you that Fast Cash Mega is our solid 3% program. They have cyclers in there, and they're giving us 300% return, and that's just a bonus. Okay, but we're there basically for the 3%. And we can let that grind and grind and grind and grind. And I got to remind you, okay, when I joined JBP, and that was my good friend out west, Norm, he's 82. He talked me into going in it, and I was still cautious. And I gathered up $70 September 22nd, 2011. Put $70 in. Now, we're not going to talk about what I got from my referrals and my referrals. But just out of $70 at 2% a day and 1.5% up to, about now, because it was almost a year, September 22nd, and that's only in a couple of days, over $20,000. That's with $70. Okay, so that's not counting all the referral stuff. That's just from that $70, and that's how that built. Okay, now there's a lesson in itself. Okay, I talk all the time about, situating yourself. Got my money out of there multiple times, taken tons of money out of there. But yet, and it's also paid for almost all my other programs. Well, it has paid for all my other programs. Not to mention all the other programs I got in. I got my money out of there too, and et cetera, et cetera. So here we are with a program, Fast Cash Mega, at 3% a day. And if I can turn $70 into $20,000, add another percent, okay, and at 3%, and what do you think that's going to give? Okay, it's going to be like $30,000 in a year from now, and that's just if nothing else is added. No referral money, no cycler money, no anything. It's just that's what it's going to total to. Some people get out there and work 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and they don't come anywhere near $30,000 a year. So, you get in there and you ride the wave, and that wave is still going. Now they call themselves profit clicking, but we'll still ride the wave until they're done, and that's it. Okay. So anyway, daily profit. All we can do right now is compound. There's no point in ending up going in there and doing payments, withdrawals, and putting it into a pending status when that money can still be compounded. Because when Rick does get around to pay, he does have the money, okay? Because when you buy a share, a 5%er for 50 days, when it falls off, it is still there for him, okay? And it still is in the portfolio, continuing to make money, which helps to back up the next parlay that you do. So if you decide to buy some more 5%ers, 6 or 7%ers, they got the money in there to support it. You don't have to worry about that. Okay? Now, issues. Let's talk about daily profit. Okay? So, Rick's been in the hospital. We all know that. Open heart surgery. Dave, or Sherlock, what a wonderful job he's done. Okay? I have to say that, and I can't say enough. He has been under so much scrutiny. He gets yelled at. He gets threatened. He takes the brunt away from Rick. We also try, Kathy and Donna and all the people that help, they take the brunt off of Rick, okay? And they try to help Sherlock by, whatever they hear in the room, in the forum, they pass on to us, which is valuable information. Okay, so if you have followed everything that we do, or if you've been on our webinars, we've updated you with everything. Okay, I'm still getting people that Skype me and say, what's happening? I can't take any money out of DPA. Hello? Like, that was back in July, and you have not read anything since July about what's going on and why you can't? Okay, I'll direct you to the room. I'm not going to, and I can't. If I'm trying to manage 500 people, okay, and try to prepare myself to give out to whatever's needed to give out, I love doing one-on-ones, but, I have a family. I can't be on here 24/7. And that's why we have Skype rooms. That's why we have our website. That's why I do webinars, because I can do it for everybody. And same with the Skype rooms. They do it for everybody. The effort you have to make is get there. That's all. Just get there. And you'll get everything that you need. So, just had one today come in. And what's going on with DPA? And I said, have you not gone anywhere to get the information? Okay. And anyway. If you have sent in tickets and you have not got a response, okay, make sure, come into the Skype room and read when they post about where this is what more or less email are you supposed to send it to, or what is the procedure that you have to do to get it to Sherlock and his helpers so they can look it up. Now, don't think that you're the only one. There's over 135,000 people in the 3 programs, and I'm sure like everybody sent at least 1 ticket. Okay, so they got a lot to go through. So again, it's that word that everybody hates, and that's patience. Okay, focus on another program, but take care of your business there, because this is a business, but focus somewhere else. Okay, so we're waiting on DPA, we're waiting on Wealth for All, Golden Path is gone. And then we've got our new ones that we're doing. Profit clicking, we just talked about. So let's get on to our newer programs. Okay, so we started off with, and we did this in-house, so we could help the staff who works really hard. Okay, we decided to set it up that the staff, people would sign up under the staff, and then the staff would get a little bit of commissions. Okay, because they're working hour after hour. I mean, you try to get in there or run a Skype room, and you're going to get, most of them have run a bout of sickness because you just get drained by the late hours and the constant pressure that they get, and they come down with something. And a lot of our helpers, they're not 100% to start with, let alone taking pressure and taking all the the worst of it. Okay, so what I'm just saying is that let's be considerate and just remember how hard of a job that is. And so we try to reward them at least a little bit, because they're spending all their time in there. They don't have time to go out there and try to recruit. So I try to help by giving them an opportunity for people to come under them. So in Alert Pay and Fast Cash Mega, we just kept, as everybody came in and filled out a form, we just assigned them to our staff. And and everybody would take turns, and it'd be like a rotate or whatnot. When we got to World Consumer Alliance, we decided to put it into a pool. That was John's idea, and I thought it was a great idea. And what that was all about is that, if you wanted to stick with, the person that you've always been with, you could choose that person. But what if you wanted to go somewhere else? What if there was somebody that you knew didn't have even a referral? You could go in there and pick them. So you could be underneath that person and help that person also to get standing on their feet. So, we're always thinking about all the peeps. We're not just thinking about ourselves there. And, it's all together. It's like we're a family. Okay? And a lot of times if I'm involved and if arrange something, it's only, to help pay for the site. Very expensive to pay for this site. And I'm the one paying it. So, if we can make a bit of money here as a result of everybody supporting the site, that only benefits you, because I'm not taking it out and putting it in my pocket. Just to give you an example, quick cash ads, I hear, I don't even check this, but I hear from other people that I was leading the recruiting thing. I have over 100 people in there now, and I'm supposed to be in the lead or something like this. Well, that comes with a prize at some point or not, and I've already stated that's going into the Passive Peeps website. That's going to pay for something to help you. Okay? So it's not going in my pocket. Okay? And a lot of other monies that are coming in. That's what it goes to. I only have to get John on here to tell you the hours and hours that he spends on this, and all the different apps that we need and all the rest of that to make it a better site for all of our peeps and our members. So anyway, so don't ever begrudge someone in giving them a referral or something like this, because we're all helping each other to stand on our feet here, and I'll tell you, we're all going to be really happy soon. So if you're not already happy, we should be happy anyway, because we're all alive. And it could be worse. Okay, so let's go to Quick Cash. Okay, now this is Tom's program, RevShare. It was the first one to come out. Now we've had RevShares a long time ago. We never involved ourselves with them. If you did, it was a couple of years ago. They were all over the place, and I never made any money in RevShares in my life. And but these two that we do, World Consumer and Quick Cash, done well. And I mean, we all have the same opportunity because it's the amount of money that you put in and you start building off of it. And again, start it off by telling everybody, put your money in, then get your principal out and keep on going. So a lot of us have managed to do that already, and it's still churning, it's still making money. Quick cash ads, basically, here's a program with $1.50 a pack. $1.42 is split between 100 positions. 8 cents goes to site upkeep and admin team costs. Okay, the shares mature at $2. Okay, and you can keep buying the shares, or you can withdraw your money, and Tom pays very promptly in there to you. So it's pretty good stuff. So that's all you need. There's a video I did for Tom, and it's on the website. It's on the it's in our website, but it's in the YouTube downloads that I've done. And just to tell you a little bit about the program and how it runs, etc. And you know, if you don't get it, you know, whatever. It's pretty simple, but it's always good to get in here and read about it. And here's the commissions. If you bring anybody in and then they bring somebody and they bring somebody, well, we're 5 levels deep. Okay, so it's a total of 10%. No, sorry, it's a total of 12, 14, 15%. So you can see from 5 down to 1%. And hey, every little penny helps. And you can work it to compound it, or you can take it out until you've come into zero risk. Okay, so anyways, that's a good program. It might be slowing right now, but I know that they were. Now, I could be corrected. Somebody might put it in here. We're really close to their mark of 25,000 shares. And whoever reaches that, whoever clicks that, will get $400 cash. Okay? And that's to whatever processor they choose. So they're getting close. So, you know, for your chance to win, all you have to do is go and kind of reinvest your money into some shares. You could be that lucky person to get the 400. Okay, so there's just a little tip right there. So that's quick cash. The other one was Fast Cash Mega. Just excuse me, I'm just going to have a little sip here. And it's coffee. It's not a beer. Okay, it's not wine. Anyway, Fast Cash Mega. This is our solid workhorse. Okay, and it is basically $10 a share, and you just keep on compounding. And it's slow at the start, believe me. You keep looking at it, and you can, oh, there's another $10. Okay, I'll put that in. But it starts to add up, and it adds up very quickly. So just keep on going ahead and doing your 10. And the cyclers, they're just a bonus, okay? Because it's a 70-30 split, and that means that if I will answer questions at the end of this for those who are popping or asking questions right now. I'll do this at the end. But there's a 70-30 split here, and the 30%, like when you go and you convert your shares balance into cash, 30% of that goes into repurchase. The repurchase money can only be used to buy cyclers. Okay, and the cyclers, as I said, pay you 300%. That's like a bonus to us though. So $10 makes 30, 20 makes 60, 40 makes 120. You get my gist. It's 300%. So just multiply it by 3. Okay, and they go right up to $5,000. That's the top one. If you want to put 5,000 in, eventually you're going to have 15,000 there. But again, it's all bonuses, and when you cycle, they end up buying you a spot for the next level. So anyway, what I just finished doing is I let it build up there till I had $40, and I bought a $40 cycle spot because I know I could only use it, but I had a lot of $10 ones. And they thought, let's just go until I get up to 40. So it gives me a $40 spot, which 300% is 120. Okay, so this is solid. The big bonus here, Kathy is friends of one of the owners. So we have a direct pipeline if something goes wrong. Okay, and that's a big bonus. Okay, so there's that one too. Now, let's talk about the one that everybody's talking about right now, and that one is Alert to Pay. Now, okay, got a lot to say, I guess, about this one. I can't say enough about David Collins. Okay, that is the admin. He has a helper, Kathy, and they're doing everything they can to keep this thing afloat, and they mean business. You know, now here is somebody, okay, that's a fighter. Okay, I like a fighter. Okay, he's being behind the eight ball because he got just swamped, and he didn't buckle. He didn't like just say, "Okay, guys, that's too much for me." Wah wah wah, and I'm going away. Okay, he buckled down and he found solutions, and he works 22 hours a day with one or two staff. That's it, but he gets her done. Okay, so you know, I can't believe the complaining that people had said when they heard that he had backup to the 14th. Instead of saying, "Oh, that's great. Now he only has to get a couple more days and piece that together." Instead, we're hearing, "Well, why didn't he have it backed up for the 15th and the 16th?" You know, well, come on, people. Like, are you perfect? I don't think so. We're all not perfect. Okay, let's give this guy a bit of support. Okay, he's done everything he could to make sure that your money doesn't end up going into cyberspace. Okay, so he's even made arrangements for you to talk directly to him, either on Google Chat or in their Facebook. And you know, there's not many admins that are going to do that. How many other programs do you have the opportunity to go in and just have a little chat and you know, about this or about that? And let me tell you, back in DPA when things were going smoothly, Rick always made himself available on chat. That little guy on Messenger came up, and if Rick was on, you could chat with him. Okay, and you could ask him questions, or where's this, where's that, if you needed to get something done. Okay, well, times change, and you know, we had a lot of problems, and we're working on them, and things, and then he got sick, and he had to go in, etc. But you know, here's David Collins. He's in the same situation, only because of a major DOS attack. I mean, they were getting like, I think it was 10 gigabytes per second or minute or something like that coming at them. I mean, what a DOS attack, if you don't know what that is, they send you junk mail and they choke you. They choke the servers down. And if it's not directed at just one program, they direct it at, you know, the source, which is the web host, and they can choke down a whole system. Okay, now he's got one of the best DOS protections that you can get, and you know, they were doing okay, and they thought, okay, we better just, you know, close it down right now, because we're getting close to maybe getting into some trouble, and thank God he did. But he's got it. He's fixing it up. Okay, now people are talking like, okay, so this is the deal. If you did anything before the 14th of September, you're fine. They had backup for that, and it's just business as usual. Okay, if you were 15th, 16th, 17th, okay, you need to go back. And number one, if you had people sign up, and I even had people signing up then, they need to go and sign up again. Okay, now, if there was money in there, and the account was deposited, that's where they want you to go and chat with them. They want you to talk with them about what you had in there, so they can take the money and they can put it back into the account. Okay? So, and it's always good to have your receipt ready if you use Payza or you used STP or Eagle Pay or whatever they were using. This one here, big for STP. A lot of people were using STP. Well, you just have to get your transaction, make sure you have it when you chat, so you could send it and show them that I put this much in there on the 16th, the 17th, the 15th, whatever it was. And they will make sure that that money gets into there. Okay? But don't send in a general support ticket. It won't be seen. Okay? Because they're specifically telling you if you have to sign up again, and if you have money in an account and it's not there now, that's what you need to do. Okay? Just follow the rules. That's all. They made themselves available again. And like I said, they're fighters. Okay? We all love fighters. Okay, they're protecting us. They're take serious about our money. Okay, that's what you want. You want somebody to be serious about our money. Okay, you can't find better. Now, let me tell you what they're doing. Okay, 10,000 members are going to be allowed into the 7% program. After they have 10,000 members, the door is going to shut. Okay, now it's unlimited for the 3%. They have a 3% program here. Okay, and I'm sure it's solid. I'm sure it's going to do all right. But we have Fast Cash Mega for that. Okay, so here, we're in here for the 7% program. Now, you're saying, okay, well, okay, that's great. Now, let's get in there. It's a $25 share. You know from DPA what 7% could do. And if you don't know that, let me tell you. Okay, I'm going to use an example of $50. Okay, you put 2 shares in, that's $50. What's the date today? The date is the 19th. Okay, by October the 19th, you have $382. You put your $382 and you keep it in there and keep compounding it. Well, by November the 19th, you have $1,900 in there. Now, keep it in there and continue to compound it, okay, that $1,900. And by December the 19th, that $1,900 at 7% has moved all the way up to $22,000. Okay? You got that? Oh, yeah, right. Yes, you can. There's we have calculators, everything. You know, want to print out of that? I'm sure we can arrange it. But everybody has got the calculator anyway, and they can put it in themselves to see what that money can do compounding. Because it's just amazing how fast it is. Now, you know, he's not going to go offer that and not be able to cover it. That's why he's limiting it to 10,000 people. Okay, so you have to plan down the road for that. Okay, so that's just with $50. So I said to everybody last webinar, I said, get in there, get your spot, just get $25, round it up, scrape it up, and just get your spot in there. So we've had a couple of delays and that, but still, get back in there, sign up, get your $25 in there before the doors shut. Because, you know, look at it, $25 even, that's half of the 50, that's 11,000 by December the 19th. Okay? You have to take advantage of what's out there. So here's the thing. People are always asking me, Dave, what do you base a program off of? Well, there's a perfect example. Kathy and I put our heads together, okay, and we look over a lot of things. And, you know, Kathy is the piece de resistance when it comes to digging for admins and finding the dirt and everything. If we find dirt, unless there's something exceptional about the program, we're not going to touch it with a 10-foot pole. We want to next look to see if the program's a passive program. Does it have something in it that's a solid way of keeping to produce that money and pay out? We're looking for maybe 6 months, okay? Even, you know, we hope by 3 months down the road to have our money out, have it built a bit, have our principal out, and now we're riding the wave, okay? That's what we want. That's the way we roll. We want to invest a little amount. We don't want to put a large amount in. A little amount, we want to build on that. We want to take out your principal. And then from there, we ride the wave. We want to create some kind of income stream where we're still building our program, okay, and building it nicely, and yet we're still taking money out every single day, because that's why we're into this. We want to have an income, okay, not just a lump sum at the end of a year or something. We want to have an income. So if we need it that week or whatnot, we can arrange for withdrawals and whatever. So since DPA is having their issues for the past 3 months or something, well, okay, we have a 7% program that takes over, and it's right here staring you right in the face. And you can start with $25 and recoup every penny that you've ever probably had in a program by December, by Christmas time. That will be your Christmas present, that you finally broke even. And if anybody's down 22,000, which I know a few of you on here are in that spot, all right, stick with it, because that 22,000 in another month compounds to 167,000. Okay, that's a perfect world, and we'll wait and we'll see. But we don't need to wait that long to have proof. All we need to get to November 19th, okay, where it's going to give us $1,900. We're going to have our principal out by November the 19th. Okay, if you start right now, we'll have our principal out by November 19th, and we're going to ride the rest of it, okay, to December the 19th. We might take a little bit out to buy some Christmas presents and stuff, and we might not have enough to get to 22,000 because we've already taken some out because we needed Christmas money and we needed to have a happy Christmas. So basically, that's our plan. That's why you're here. That's why this program's here. Okay? Now, structure. Very important structure. Okay? And I'm going to jump programs here for a sec. Okay? And we're going to talk about the only reason why we got in this program is the math. Okay? And this is World Consumer Alliance. And we're just, let me just move this up just a bit. Okay, there we are. Okay, this is structure. And it was pure math that I made this decision. And I said to Kathy, they have a 65-35 split. And that's 35 to use, 65 back into the program. And people are going, oh, come on. But if you're saying, oh, come on, then you don't understand the 33% rule in business. Okay? And 33% rule, and if you've listened to my old Just Being Paid videos and then the webinars, I talk about them all the time, about 33% rule. Okay? Because when you got to max cap, which was $5,000 a day, and you did the 33% rule, you were taking out, I think it was $1,250, and the rest of it, the $3,700 and change, you were reinvesting. You were repurchasing triplers, and if you did that every day, you'd always have $5,000 the next day. So you were taking out like $49,500 a month. That was enough to live off, let alone the commissions that you would make from referrals and referrals when they did the same at 33%. Okay, so here's a program constructed around the 33% rule. Okay, and 35% goes and pays you every day. Because if you've got shares, you're going to have repurchases of 65%. Well, you don't have to keep your 35% and put it back in at 100%. Because 65%, that's the 33% rule. It's really a 35% rule now, but it's same. It's a 33% rule. So what happens at that point is that the 65% you'll have a healthy growth, and everything that you make in that 35% becomes spendable income from day one. Okay, so when you reach the minimum to take it out, to withdraw it, you can take it out. It's not going to affect your growth in the program. Okay, everybody grows at 65%. That means that the company grows at 65%. Okay, and every time that you do a repurchase, okay, somebody gets a commission. Okay, so if you even have a couple of people, that's why we did this in a pool, okay, that you got to choose your sponsor. And every time that you repurchase, you're going to get your commission on that money. Okay, so I'm already up there. I'm already making around like anywhere from $94 a day up to $105 a day. There's referral money in there, but there's also, you know, purchasing every day because they're going to be falling off, you know, in a time period. Okay, so you know that's basically the way that this one runs, and you can't go wrong when you've got the pure math working for you. Now, they're talking like they're going to be the next billion-dollar company. Unfortunately, they are bringing out a penny auction. Hate them. Just hate them. There's a couple of new programs out there, and please do not send them to me. There's one auction site called Funky Skunk or something, and they go on about how they're different. Had talked to one of the admins or something, and I just said, I called that penny auctions were going down long ago, and they came back with, oh, we're not like Zeke. Didn't you hear me? Anyways, I said we're passive here. Okay, so we're not going to get involved with it. Okay, because it involves us, getting somebody to get in there and do some bids, and if I do that, then I might get a commission or I might win it. But penny auctions they're not pennies. You've got to buy dollars, and that dollar it gets, every time you spend the dollar on a bid, it gets put in as a penny. So when they make when something is like goes for like $125 in like a penny auction, it's like $1,250. Okay, so they're making like 300%, 1,000%. They're making tons and tons of money here on these auction sites, and they're hardly splitting any of it. And with the promises that, sell something and then we'll give you an extra commission on it. Anyways, just said no. So that's a new program that's out there. Now, the World Consumer Alliance, they've got some kind of auction thing coming up. I don't know when that's going to be, and but that's part of their plans, and okay, that might fit a lot of people. Okay, but we're in here because of these rev shares, because we can continue to buy our shares, continue making our money. I got my money out of here a long time ago, and so did my wife. My wife has one referral, and she's on here today. And thank you for that. And just picked her out because my wife doesn't know what to do or anything, and relies on me putting her into a program or something. And so she got a first referral, and she's really pleased and happy with that. And it's like, okay, it's fun. Okay, so anyways, this program will continue to crunch it out as long as you've got shares, and then you take your 65% and buy more shares, because that's all you can do with it. Then you'll keep on building, because every time that you do that, you start, you get more and more and more and more and more. So that's good stuff, and this should just keep on going. Okay, but again, perfect world. Okay, so there we go. That's about covers us with what we have presently. Okay, now Kathy and I are looking over some other things, and again, they're not passive, and we got to go with the math, and I'm sorry for those people that get frustrated. Again, I'm going to say, about 5-6 emails about banner brokers. Not getting involved. We have too much information that says don't get involved. Okay, so we're protecting you. If you choose to go do it, that's fine. Okay, we're happy for you. Okay, some of these other programs that have just come out, or big programs that are having a launch down the road or something, I've been approached so far with 2 more programs that are paying 5%, and they're doing a 50-50 split, and another rev share that's doing a 50-50 split. Well, we don't need to get into every rev share, and we don't need to get into everything that does a 50-50 split. Okay, we're into, you only need a couple of each one, and that's even pushing it. So we're placed here, you put your money in, and instead of jumping from program to program to program to program, we found these 2 because they were solid, they had structure, they had good admins, blah, 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 and pure math, and that's why we're all sitting here with some money in our pocket. And we hope for that to continue, but we're not looking forever. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so listen, this is what we're going to do right now. I'm going to stop screen sharing. We're going to take questions. Okay, I'm going to keep the recording going to answer the questions. I'll edit it later if I feel like the question's not appropriate or whatnot. But those who are on, you're hearing everything live. And you know, for those who wait until it comes out and on there, they might miss a few things because I might have edited it out. Okay, so that's where the bonus is by coming and getting live and direct on here, because you might hear that one little bit that is going to give a lot of light, a lot of hope, and a lot of happiness because of what's coming. And if I decide that I want to take it out because of certain reasons, they're not going to hear it. Okay, so let me just close screen sharing, and we will stop that. And I'm going to head back over to over here, and then I will get in here just to put up a little. Okay, there we are right there. And I will share that. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there we are. Now, I'm just going to start at the bottom. Just give me 1 second here to catch up. So Carter says, Kathy, I sent an email with attachment proof to that email this afternoon, and David replied and said, I'm sorry, but we can't give back missing positions. That's true. I can send you the email if you like. It was 3 shares funded on the 14th. Can you help? I'll tell you what happens, okay? When you are giving your money in on a share, it's put into positions and it's basically divvied up. In other words, it doesn't go to one person or anything. It's into the pot to kind of give everybody a piece. So to take it, it's impossible to go and take back those little pennies from a lot of the other people. I find it, you know, a bit confusing that the 14th was the date that they had backup. Now, if you Carter, if you end up having screenshots of your deposits of that, they might be able to come up with something. I did read the update that because of the issues, they were going to provide some bonuses and prizes and a lot of great stuff for people to try to make up for it. So, but believe me, you are going to, you will end up, even, you know, with a $25 or $50 in there, you'll make up for that $75 in about another 2 months. Okay, it's unfortunate, and I see that too. Okay, I lost when the hacker got into my account and got into my wife's. We lost over $1,000, but I lost every one of my referrals, and that included all my staff. Plus. Okay, nothing they could do about it. Okay, but that's okay. I've got to go forward with it. So I had to start over. I did a little video. I put it out there. Got a lot of referrals coming in, and that's the way I made up for it. But you know, I lost $1,000 plus all those referrals I had. You know, like, and my staff and all the referrals they had, and then down. You know, for it all adds up. But I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. And Carter, I am very sorry about that. So, and I hope anybody else that's in that same position, provide your proof, and maybe you'll end up with one of those bonuses or prizes or whatever he's giving out, and it might ease that little bit of pain. But I'm going to tell you, down the road, stick in the program even if you only have 25 left, and by Christmas time you should be flying. You should do very well. Okay, and because that's what 7% compounding does. Okay, there's Fred. Hey Fred, how you doing? Okay. Okay, well, I suggest, Carter, that you send them in, and just to say that, you know, being the 14th, should there not be, there has to be some kind of compensation, okay, and, but don't get nasty about it, just, you know, be very nice with it. He's a reasonable guy, and, you know, we'll just see what happens at that point. Anthony says, should we repurchase positions now and alert to pay? I've been doing it every day, and mine seem to be going in and seem to be fine. I took a couple of screenshots just to be careful, but yeah, I seem to be fine, and they are paying. They're paying their percent each day. Rosita says, David, you know what's going on with profit clicking. Can we start? No, you can't. Here again, there's lots of updates, and they've said you cannot do this in beta. They do not have it set up yet. You can see new earnings, and that means if you've gone in and bought some ad packs, you can see the new earnings. They will be adding the old earnings anytime. I don't know when for sure. Okay, the old earnings will show up in the back. But they're still not in a place right now where you're able to go in there and withdraw the money. Okay, Sharon, Patty, to everyone, can my spouse join Alert to Pay as well, or would there be a conflict? Patty, a lot of us have our wives in or our husbands in, and that's probably okay as long as it's a different email and a different processor. I was approached by somebody that had a whole family under the same roof with the same IP, but they all had different things. So we were going to look into that because we weren't sure, but I can't see it being a problem. I wouldn't class that as stacking, especially, under giving proof that all these people are living on the same roof and their family. It's like I would do everything in my control to show David that, this is my wife. This is what's happening. And is that all right? But there's enough of us with our wives and husbands in that I would say that go ahead. And then I'd send him an email and just say, I hope there's not a problem, but this is my husband. This is his number. He has a separate email and a separate whatever. And you can sign him up underneath your link, and that should be fine. And then I don't think he's going to pick on any one person and say, no, you can't. Okay, so wait a minute. I wanted to get that one above Bob here. It was from Cap. I tried to take money out of Alert Pay with Solid Trust, but they're not supporting it. They want me to change my processor. Okay, that's some issue there with certain people, because I have taken a bit of money out of Alert to Pay with Solid Trust. Now, I'm in Canada. Solid Trust Pay is only like an hour and a half away from me. So it's like, I don't know whether it's because I'm Canadian or whatnot. Unfortunately, Cap, I'm not sure where you are. I know that Pakistan got put on a list. But there's other countries that are coming that they're going to list soon. And same thing. They're not going to support it. Sharon, yeah, it's to do with the DOS attack, but still, there's some pressure coming from the United States government on STP because of issues that they had with Zeke and how they were conducting business with the U.S. Citizens and banks, etc. And because there's some political things going on with that also. And that could be a reason for having a problem at the present time. I'm not going to say that it's going to be ongoing, but at this present time, I would say, hey, I would certainly, if you have another option, try that other option and don't wait for something to, change. Get in there and do what you can do. So if there's another one, then get into it. Okay, for DPA, do the financial advisor pick the debit card and the tech start them as payment soon? I'm sure they pay, don't miss the point. The point remains when. Okay, Frederick, we've had this conversation before, and, I'm just saying, as soon as we know, you will know. Okay, we're all sitting together. Okay, it's like one big family, and we're all in there with our hands, in one another, and we're singing songs, and we're waiting. Okay, there's nothing, as many times as you bring this up, it's the same answer because we don't know any more than what you know. Okay, and when we do know more, we'll tell you. Okay, and that's it. Can't do anything about it. Okay, the only one they offer is Eagle Pay. Cap, I know Eagle Pay. I'm not a fan of Eagle Pay. I was taking $500 out of just being paid through Eagle Pay and ended up with about $433. I'm always saying don't trip over pennies to get to the dollars, but that was tripping over dollars to get to the more dollars because the fees were just ridiculous by the time it got there. But if that's your option, isn't that better to at least get that out, you know, instead of having it sit there? But what I would do is, why don't you just compound in there unless you really need it? If you are in other programs, right, then that's great because you can, you know, tap that program to get some cash out that you need instead of fighting to get some cash out here. So yeah, don't worry, you'll make up for it down the road. At 7%, even if you're paying big fees, at 7% you're going to do very well. Okay, and it's going to be closed door. So that means that we're not going to be getting DOS attacks, we're not going to be getting hackers and that because it'll be closed. Okay, so all it is that your accounts will get the money in it each day and you won't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, Stevie Boy is Alert to Pay going to be stronger against DOS? They already have about the best DOS protection. They were getting attacked by 10 gigabytes per minute or whatnot, and they fought that off, or second. They fought that off, and they weren't too worried about that, but other sites would have been just crushed. So they already got the best. Here's Mr. Aussie Gold. Phil, where's my gold nuggets from Australia? Alert to Pay latest update said withdrawals will be available tonight. STP and Eagle not working for me. Well, there you go. So everybody's not in the same boat. And that. So anyways, let's work with what we can work with. Okay, and if not, just compound it. And there's no problem in compounding the money in there and just hitting another program for some spendable money. And like I said, that World Consumer Alliance, they give you spendable cash every day. So if you have any extra and can get into that program, go into the back of the sign into your Passive Peeps site and go to that program and go and pick a sponsor. Okay, and you know, there's lots of people there that don't even have a sponsor, so just try and make sure that you pick one that doesn't have a sponsor. And for everybody that's picked me, I thank you all, and I'm sure the staff and everybody also thanks for those who are with it. Steve wants to know, is this recorded? Yes, it is. For $19.95, you can send it. Just joking. Yes, it will be on YouTube later tonight. It's another late night for me. I have to be at the dentist, as I said, at 9. I like to be rested because I hate the dentist and my nerves are just go shot. But anyway. So yeah, right after this, I start to edit it and process it and do it everything, and I hope that it all gets out there tonight for anybody that can't make this or wants to go over it again. Fred says, David, asking for some silver kookaburras. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's got to be an Aussie thing. I don't know. I'd just be laughing the whole time if I came to Australia and all the oh, it's a bird. Okay, Anthony, thank you. Oh man, I'd be a real tourist there, wouldn't I? Hey, we got another one. Anyways, kookaburra, buru, kookaburru. Is that it? Anyways, okay. All right. Sharon, what's this, an English class now? Okay, I just got my nose fixed and my mouth doesn't work. So, okay. Do they attack you? What do they do? Do they poop on you? Anyway, we call them seagulls here. Okay. Okay, now I probably, how do they know if we have signups? At one point, John was trying to finish up and make a additional list up where it would show how many signups people had. John, did you further that like anymore? I don't know if you did or not. But anyways, just take a look around. It doesn't stop you from, just, eeny meeny, that kind of thing. So, what else we got? Oh, they scream, do they? Wow, okay. Don't want that. That would be like a rooster here at the farm waking you up. As soon as they see the sun, they just start, cock-a-doodle-doo until you're up and you get your shotgun. Anyways, okay. It's on the list to do. Yeah, we do have a big list to do, folks. So we're trying hard. Okay. Lily, you're welcome. Do you have some kind of co-op for advertising and sharing referrals? Well, we kind of we try different things, Deb. We have that World Consumer Alliance. We just have a pool of people. You can get in there, put your name in there. There's 2 different places to go, and you can put your link in there, and people can pick you also. So that's that. But we try to do something different every time we get a new program. What else do we have here? Dog ate my rooster. Okay. Carl, how's it going? Haven't talked to you in a long time. Talked to Brett a lot, but haven't talked much with you, Carl. Hope things are well with you. Do you have the link? Well, you have to sign up to Passive Peeps to the website. So if you haven't signed up, you better sign up because you can't do anything unless you're in as a member. It's free to sign up, and you can see right up at the top here, you can see in the corner it says free sign up. So you can come in, join Passive Peeps, and then you can go back in yourself. Just have to go to member resources and down to programs. Is that right, John? Did I do that part right? I don't have screen share up, so and let me see. Let me just go. Just hold on. I'll tell you in 2 secs. Okay. I don't have it. Anyways, I also wanted to. I just wanted to tell everybody about something else that I just find amazing. Do you remember? I got to scroll down the bottom here. Just give me a sec of the website. Okay, now in external resources, John put a time zone there for people. If you don't know what time we do webinars and stuff, there's a time zone down there, and you can put your town or city in closest and put in where I am, and then you'll be able to know what time it is. But I wanted to tell you about our Alexa ratings. I'm just blown away here. We're not really doing anything. We only have about 500 members. And, I used to do SEO for some companies and trying to get, their ranking down and whatnot. And, did a lot of work, and they'd be up around 2 million, 3 million starting out. I got to tell you, we only have 13 sites that are linking into us. John reported about 2 weeks ago we were at 157,000 ranked in the U.S. We're today 87,124. That's amazing. I mean, you have to know about Alexa and how they rank stuff. And for us to be at that point, amazing. We were over 500,000, I think it was 557,000 or something in the world, like global rank. We're down to 412,249. So whatever's happening, whether it be the webinar videos or just, us having a good time, I don't know, but people are taking notice. So, these kind of numbers crunching down like this, it doesn't take long before we have a real explosion coming into the Passive Peeps. Yeah, there you go. Fred's just saying too. He's used them a lot, and it's awesome. So, okay, Carl's saying thanks to Jan. What did Jan just say something there that I missed? Okay, is she just doing questions? Okay. Okay, Steve saying he's getting more sleep. Carl said thanks, Jen. Fred, okay. And Donna, remember to submit what you want discussed tomorrow on asset protection. Yeah, I think the topic tomorrow that Gary's using, he's talking about Nevada C Corps and IBCs, which are offshore, and the movement of money through them and from them and to them. Okay, so we talked about Nevada Seas 2 webinars ago. We talked about offshore last week, or IBCs, and we are talking this week about the movement of the money within them. So that's something I'm telling you right now. You will need to know this stuff if you're getting involved with the in-house program. Okay, there's a tip. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you'll need to know this stuff if you're in the program. Okay, and so don't come back and say, David, I said, well, I'm telling you now. Okay, so get on there. Get on the tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, and listen, I'm telling you, Gary gives a good show, and there's question and answer period after it, and it's something that everybody needs to know because it's your money. You need to protect your money and your assets, okay? Not just the stuff you're making here, but, if I'm telling you, if you've got if you own a house, if you want to do some endowment fund for your family, whatever your needs are, Gary's the man to go to, and he talks about it. So if you're not on there and something happens, hate to say it, but we're giving you the opportunity here to learn about it, and you got to start. You got to have some knowledge first before you can do anything. Okay, Jenica, you're so excited by this. I'm trying hard. I'm not going to give a date because then people come back and say, you said. Okay. So, but don't worry. We're deep in thought. We're actually, having little side meetings here and there and everything. So it will get there. Okay, very quickly. Okay. So, anyways. Okay, so at this point, I feel that most of the questions have been answered. I probably missed some up above. If you have questions, go to the Skype rooms first and ask questions in there. And then if they're still not answered, send me an email. Okay, and I will try my hardest. I've just been so busy these days, with everything that I try to get to you. So don't think that I'm ignoring you if you haven't received it in a couple of days. And I know a lot of them are just, are important. They're time sensitive. So I will look at my emails tonight because I didn't get a chance all day. And but I do have to edit this before anything else happens. Okay, so there you go. Fred says, David, I'd love your advice. We'll shoot you an email. That's okay, Fred. 1995. Oh, man. Okay, Jen, what's this? And above all, scroll up. Yeah, that's true. In the room. Scroll up and get all the updates. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Kathy. Is Kathy still on? Did she go for another cup of coffee? Okay. There's Kathy. Okay. Okay, Kathy and Donna, they've been just pounded. They've just been beat up here over the last little while. And thank you. There's Ricky and there's Rishi, there's Jan, and there's Asa, and there's lots of people that are in there. There's Sally, there's I don't know a lot. Kathy, if you want to put them down, there's Dylan. There's lots of people. Okay, so they're all in there as a family. They're all trying to give support. I certainly appreciate everybody, and listen, just tell them, and there's Gina, and tell them that you appreciate them. That's worth its weight in gold. Okay, Fred. Got chased. I'm not even going to try and say this. I just got my nose fixed and my mouth doesn't work. But, you know, it's like... Anyways, okay. So everybody, you have a good night. I'm going to try and get this edited and out there. And so this is up for all the people that are asleep right now, or they need to see it in the next couple of days. So we'll get that on the YouTube channel. Or it will be in the Passive Peeps. But there'll be a link to it in both Skype rooms. And on that note, I want everybody to have a great night, a great morning, because I know in Australia it's early morning. So everybody go out to breakfast and have a good one. And have a kangaroo burger. Anyway, shot of whiskey before the dentist. No thanks. I'm not really a drinker. But anyway, it's not going to be too bad. I'm just getting a crown put on a root canal I had. It was the root canal that was the worst. So, and there's Vita. How are you, dear? Okay, we haven't had a talk in a long time, and nice that you're here. And CK's here. CK, we were all supposed to get together this week. All the peeps out here in the Toronto, Mississauga area just went crazy. So we'll have to put that on hold till next week. Maybe we'll make it a lunch. So anybody in the Toronto area, Mississauga, or anywhere like that, they're more than welcome to join us. We'll try and arrange something and get it out there so everybody that is in our area can come. Anybody want the private jet, the Passive Peep private jet to pick you up for lunch, just let me know. Just joking, that's coming, okay? Okay, so Lillian says, when I'm in Ancaster, I would love to come at Christmas. Love to at Christmas. Okay, great. Well, who knows? We could end up all in Las Vegas soon. Okay? Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Come up, 7-Eleven. Anyways, okay. So everybody, thanks for coming on here. Still got 45 people on. That's great. Let me get some music on. Don't forget to pick up your popcorn packs and put it in the trash. And that's it. So everybody have a good night. Thank you.